there has to be a cultural understanding that generally these estimates could be way off. And they tend to usually be off, sometimes in the order of like 100%, right? That it takes twice as long to ultimately build the thing after it gets refined. If it's a very date-driven kind of culture, it's like, well, we got to get something out by this date, then you're pruning the scope significantly. When teams start letting the date and the desire to meet some date that we kind of threw out early on when there was a lot of ambiguity, and that drives the way they operate, I think it's a little like tail wagging the dog, right? And so it really comes down to company culture and everybody involved understanding that things do change. And if we have learned a ton about something that we thought this was going to be easy to build, even if we didn't change the scope, if we realize, oh, this is way more complex than we thought it was, and we need this other team to build something first for us to be able to do this thing, just accepting that and resetting and going forward and looking at it as a positive instead of like, now we're behind schedule and everybody sort of being driven by the date. Now, that doesn't mean it's like free license to just, it'll be done when it's done. But that, I think, goes back to where the constant communication dialogue that is available to everybody involved can make it easier to sort of absorb that and go forward instead of getting too hung up on the past early estimations.